It all began with the government tax on WhatsApp messages, sending an already enraged Lebanese public over the edge. Weeks of protests eventually led to the resignation of Prime Minister Saad Hariri. But the demonstrations have continued, and the Lebanese say this time they will not be satisfied with just a change of leadership.
We are here today to stop them from entering and agreeing on the general amnesty. So if they agree on it, they will be exempted from being charged for their corruption.
For many Lebanese, the economy has been the key factor in the protests. Rising inflation and devaluation of the Lebanese pound to a third of its value against the dollar has forced businesses to close and increased unemployment. The government responded to declining state revenues by raising old taxes and creating new ones, like the one on WhatsApp messages.
I am paying for everything. At the end of the day, what will I provide for my son if I can't provide for myself? I want to fight corruption. I want to ask those in charge about medicine and public health care. When there is rain, there is no public transport for me to reach my job. And if I don't reach my job, I will get fired because there are several people who are jobless and looking for a job.
In the past, Hariri's resignation would have sidelined the Sunni faction he represents in government. But demonstrators say all elected representatives must go and make way for a new system. They also say they want an end to sect-based sharing of power and more checks and balances on the government.
We should keep the road blocked because if we don't, they might return at any moment to hold the session. If they had any ounce of respect and dignity, they would have just left their positions. These parliament seats are not going to lead to heaven. It is a pity for the Lebanese people to suffer like this.
The interim government has tried to use force to break up the protests, and sectarian militias have been accused of attacking protest camps to try and divide the movement. It's all happening as Lebanon plunges further into economic recession. The IMF says it's the worst since the end of the civil war in 1990. But those on the streets say they are undaunted, and they will not leave till they achieve what they say is real change in Lebanon. Shoaib Hasan, TRT World.